taking back the crown. I'm all dressed up and naked. I see what's mine and take it. Oh yeah, the crown. So close I can taste it. I see what's mine and take it. Oh yeah.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here. Time for another exciting episode review of the one and only. Hold on, I just want to make sure. Get this on lockdown. Okay. Dragon Ball Super Episode 124 review. Now, before I begin with this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super, right here, which is pretty much the fight between Frieza and Gohan versus DYPSO, before I get to this actual review, in case you don't know, now you know. Alright, I didn't make a video about this during the week because obviously if you caught up with my Twitter and my updates on my videos, etc., both when I update, of course, especially on my Twitter, that Dragon Ball Super, the anime, is officially coming to its end. This is no bullshit. This isn't a joke. This isn't a prank. This is definitely for reals. Dragon Ball Super, the anime, the day has finally arrived. The day has finally come where we must say goodbye to Dragon Ball Super. Yep. Yep, it is that time where we must say goodbye to the awesomeness of Dragon Ball Super. Now, granted, even though I will miss Dragon Ball Super for what it is, even though when it comes to this whole Tournament of Power, I sort of had this feeling this was going to be the final arc for the actual series, because what else can they possibly do now that the Tournament of Power is coming to its close? I mean, yeah, they could do other stuff like Vegeta going to like Kappa's home planet. They can go to like where the Saiyans are, especially like with Keffa and Khalifa. You know, go there and basically, you know, see how they are, how the Saiyans live over there. Like a fun little adventure, like to each universe, which I think would have been pretty cool to expand upon. But of course, it looks like we're not really getting that. Of course, this looks like the end of days. It looks like we're just going to be seeing how this tournament plays out once it's finally over. If we were right or wrong about the Grand Priest being really a true villain. Or is basically, you know, every universe not really going to be dead. They're going to be brought back, etc., etc. We don't know. But I'm hoping it just doesn't get rushed. I hope it just delivers the great content that we've been wanting for the Tournament of Power. Even though there were some, you know, slippery slopes down the road. This arc wasn't perfect. We had some down slopes as well. But at the end of the day, it has been one hell, crazy, noisy, bizarre town, incredible arc, an incredible ride when it comes to the Tournament of Power. Ever since we had the whole preliminary rounds, we first started that. So it's been crazy, especially with the whole recruitment stuff. Leading up to this was just unbelievable. So it was just completely out of this world. So yeah. Anywho, so now I'm just, again, that's just what I'm hoping. I'm hoping not for a rushed ending, but a very satisfying ending. And I did hear that a sequel can be announced when they actually announce a sequel, when they really want to. So, now that I got that out of the way, let's just get to the actual episode. Now, we had the whole stuff with Goku and Vegeta at the beginning, but not really much happened because they basically just powered up and they both did an attack. Now, that was kind of cool. Yo, that shit was cool. I did like how, like, Vegeta used, like, his Big Bang, and of course, we had, like, the fucking, like, Goku as well use their attacks, but Jiren's like, I see. So, Jiren kind of actually feels that shit. You're actually showing me your true power. So basically now they're all basically going to be powered up to their ultimate forms. But meanwhile, the whole episode was mainly against DYPSO, Golden Frieza, and Gohan. Well, first it was just still DYPSO and Frieza, and Frieza was just basically just kind of dicking around a bit with DYPSO, saying, "Oh, you're the fastest thing around. Well, how about you prove it and actually, top notch your speed?" And then once he finally sort of did, Frieza still outsmarted him, and then he became more faster than DYPSO by going Golden Frieza. And then of course they had to reuse the godlike transformation sequence scene. That scene always gets me every time. The whole dude, this dude is on some Kill la Kill shit. Straight up. You could just have the Kill la Kill music over Frieza. The whole da 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 da, or wherever the fuck that song goes, where the the whole star uniform shit where they transform. That's the shit I'm talking about right there. On some Kill la Kill shit. That's basically what it reminds me of. And it's just it's fucking awesome. God, I love that scene. I know they reuse it a whole bunch of times. People get annoyed with it, but I don't care. I enjoy it because it's just fucking Frieza and he's just awesome. Which, again, wasn't a huge mistake to replace him for Boo after all. Even though, granted, I would have still preferred Boo, but whatever, that's just me though. Still. So basically, when that happened, he became more faster than DYPSO. He pretty much became Keemstar. Fast as fuck, boy! So basically, he just became fucking Keemstar. Just fast as fuck, boy, Frieza. Just going up against DYPSO. And then all of a sudden, we see that DYPSO unleashes a new kind of power-up that can actually increase his speed 10 times fold, and basically he can outsmart it by actually going all around, actually breaking the speed barrier, which is fucking ridiculous for DYPSO. Then all of a sudden, while Frieza was having trouble, pretty much it was Gohan to the rescue, and they were able to actually team up to actually pull out an attack. Now Golden Frieza's oh hey, cool, it's our brilliant strategist Gohan. Gohan's look, if you betray us, I will just knock you off this arena myself if I have to. Goes oh, well played. So basically they have to come up with a strategy, and they come up with a plan where Gohan pretty much catches them off guard, but actually just keeps on distracting him by battling him, while Frieza in his golden form releases these incredible amount of lasers that he unleashes on the ground. And what happens is that Gohan's gonna have to trap him to electrocute him in order to actually catch him off guard, to electrocute him with all those lasers surrounding him, and he's able to actually electrocute DYPSO. Now, a lot of people didn't really like the way DYPSO not really so much of DYPSO, which we all knew was going to happen eventually, but when it comes to Gohan getting eliminated from the Tournament of Power, a lot of people, they weren't really the proudest when they actually saw him. But to me, this was sort of an only chance of him to actually do, his final moments, and this is the way he has to do it. Granted, I don't think he would have survived against Jiren regardless, so hey, at least he took a sacrifice down with him. At least he took down DYPSO, so I'll give him credit for that. So, I don't mind. That was fine. I had no problem with Gohan. Hey, you gotta give Gohan props. He made it this far to the top 3 warriors of Universe 11. So, you gotta give the dude props. You gotta give the dude props. Even Piccolo, my homeboy Piccolo, I am proud of him, even though I still call bullshit on fucking Universes, 3 or 4? I think 4. I'm thinking of probably 4, but they're cheap chat thing. But Piccolo's it's okay, man. Look, if you would have not have gotten him, the way you guys planned your strategy, then he would have found a way to escape. It would have been a big distraction for Goku and Vegeta, and they would have lost. Excuse me, and they could just, whatever. So we had to eliminate DYPSO regardless. And Gohan, eventually, I kind of guessed he was going to get eliminated or something, because I really thought it was just going to be Goku and Vegeta at the very end, as I'm predicting right now is going to be the case. Probably Goku and Vegeta, and then Jiren, the final contenders, right there. And then, right now, all we have is 17 and Frieza, so we only have 4 more Universe 7 warriors left. I guess Golden Frieza and Android 17 will be next. I don't know how, especially when it comes with Toppo, Mr. Justice over here. I don't know how the fuck they are going to annihilate, Mr. Justice. Now, I didn't mind the way Gohan went out in his episode. He went out like a G. I didn't mind it way too much about the way he did it. He went out better than Piccolo, I will give him that much. And it was a great strategy for him. He's look, man, just take this bolt out, man. Just don't worry about it. So Gohan, I will admit, was the way he went out. He was like a G. So I didn't mind Gohan going out like that, because obviously against Topo, I doubt it, because it would rather be him, or it'd probably rather be Topo, is where he would probably get annihilated. My guess is that if not, it was going to be Topo anyway. That was basically going to be, be the one that would basically be able to stop and defeat Gohan. That's my guess anyway. My guess is that one of those two would have probably annihilated Gohan, at least in my opinion. I think one of those two would have annihilated him regardless. So either way, you gotta get the dude props. Gotta give my man Gohan props. He survived as he did, and that's fine by me. So now with DYPSO out of the way, we only have 2 contendants left. We only have Jiren the Great. Jiren. And I can't really, excuse me, I can't really go on to my voice due to, still recovering. But, yeah. So that's that. And that's basically it. So that is it for the Dragon Ball Super stuff. That's it for my review. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode. Oh, right, the rating overall for the episode. I'm gonna have to give it a... Frieza, of course, was just awesome in this episode. Really liked Frieza and Gohan's teamwork a lot. If anything, I'm gonna have to give the episode probably 4 out of 5. I mean, it was a pretty cool fight, but I don't know. It just didn't really feel like that impactful, especially when it comes to like Frieza and all that. I mean, it was still pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, DYPSO, all he did was just increase his speed 10 times fold. Okay, and that's really all he basically did. So I guess a 4 out of 5. Yeah, you know what? Some animation, while pretty damn good, there were some animation quirks that didn't really look all that smooth, especially when it comes to the fight between Frieza and DYPSO. So yeah, overall the ending stuff though did have some really great animation. So I'm gonna give the episode a 4 out of 5. Not like my most favorite fight out there when it comes to DYPSO, and especially when it comes to DYPSO as a character. He's pretty cool. I like his speed. But at the same time, I just don't really see anything else besides his speed. So, yeah, just a 4 out of 5 will do for me for this episode. However, though, next week is going to blow my fucking balls off because fucking Topo, God of Destruction type power.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Okay. This episode is going to blow my balls off. Just what the fuck? Okay. Okay. This is not making any logical sense whatsoever now. I don't know how the fuck Topo can have godlike powers unless there's something going on with the god of Universe 11 where he's doing something to unlock something in Topo to make him go into that form as an ultimate weapon next to Jiren. So that's what I'm saying. But does this mean that Topo is stronger than fucking Jiren? Nani? This is weird as hell, but okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Next episode, they better explain why the fuck he has the powers of a god of destruction. Because I am so fucking lost with that. I'm like, what? Anyways, I'm done. Let me know your thoughts. Episode again is a 4 out of 5. Next week's episode, though, I'm going to fucking sweat. I don't know how Frieza and 17 are going to be able to handle this one. Good luck to that. We have less than 7 episodes left. I'm sweating as hell. I cannot wait to see how exactly this is going to end. It better not be rushed. Once again, Toei better not be fucking rushed. Toriyama better not be rushed. I want to see a satisfying conclusion when it comes to these last 2 final fights. Let's do that. So that's basically it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super. See you guys next week for episode 125. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Click that bell to join the squad. Follow my social media plugins, gamer tags as well. Peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky's the limit. MONEYMIKE fans, keep supporting Rich Breed to watch you watch. See you guys next week.